It's February 28th, 2024, and the truth about what's going on right now is it's extremely risky, dangerous. That's why the wildfires and all that stuff down in Texas. The physics that's involved is the moon is about at, if you go straight through the earth behind it as midnight, the moon is at 2 o'clock in the morning position. That means when the sun hits the edge of the earth, where it's high in the back, it's pushing it out, and it's like bouncing a basketball down on the floor and then bouncing back up. That shoves it back to excite the front side again. That early in the day, it gives that fast steam kick up, which takes all the nitrogen and burns it with a steam kick up. It ain't there to support planes and stuff, and it's extremely dangerous flying early in the day until about noon. And that is where helicopters and stuff, you got to go the high RPM and then use cyclic. You don't have time for the engine to speed up, and that's also when the tail's dipping as it's going through the air, because it keeps hitting pockets of no nitrogen in there. And that's also asphyxiation. There's no oxygen available to breathe, and asphyxiation times. At the same time, later in the day, why it's so cold now is that's when the nitrogen starts falling back down to the earth, and then that's that extreme violent weather in the morning, the heating up, boiling up, and it's warmer, and then the late night where the nitrogen's coming back down, that's when it's colder than hell. So the next couple of days, because of the moon position on the backside and high, that is what's causing, and it's gonna be violent weather. And that's also why all the wildfires in Texas and dangerous around Yellowstone, and also why there's Death Valley has a lake in there now, because it's real thin crust right there with everything that's heated up, and it's boiled the water up until they get things calmed down by dealing with sewage and don't be putting out fires anymore with water. It's use turbines that there's no water moisture available and there's no nitrogen available because it's already burnt. That's what you use to snuff the fires. You don't use water because that's water increases the surface area. Water available, and then when you have gasoline is the dirt. Increases surface area of the water molecule, the same as fats do when it goes down into the water, your sewage, that increases surface area, that the water molecule goes nuclear, and then you got hydrogen bomb that sets off nitrogen. When it does, it knocks it downscale, and then there's no oxygen for you to breathe. Not to mention it's pushing up natural gas, and you got the massive settling result of burning carbon monoxide, asphyxiation. And all the around the world Army Corps of Engineers getting all the dealing with this stuff right. They're the ones get it done. It'll all calm down, life get awesome. But that's what's going on. It's going to be real dangerous the next couple of days until the moon gets around to the west side. And when it does get around the west side, it still has the compression where you have along the edge and the compression into the moon that creates a greater, can't go out, but right after it comes out from under the moon, that's when it expands out. Those are dangerous times for flying or landing. And governments are already aware of it, but be safe and be careful. Have a good evening.